All right, welcome back to another episode. And today we're going to make an eating spoon from black walnut. And over the past week or so, I've made these three different shapes, playing around with some profiles there. This is a template from Jeff Ballantyne's website. Find him on Instagram. I think it's under Noble Woodcraft. He's pretty popular spoon carver. And this is actually the shape we're going to use today. This is one of the templates I created for myself. This one's a little bit more flat, more straight, but we're going to try to create an angle, much like this one, where it's up a little bit, so it's a little bit more comfortable to use. This is still functional, but it's a little flat, I guess, or straight. So what I did off camera was I kind of prepared the billet here, and I created that ever so slight V there, and that corresponds with the back of the bowl to just play around with that there. So now we're going to just remove a lot of the material. Oh, I didn't make any stop cuts here. That's okay, I guess. Guess we're just going to remove a lot of this. Let me get my mallet. Probably should have did this off camera too, but let's see here if we can split this here. Hopefully we don't mess it up. Nice. Cool. So, well, that looks nice. Cool. So this could be another spoon here. I'll put this to the side. A little yogurt spoon or something. So now we have a thicker piece here, and we're just going to start again removing material. Bark on here, so probably should have removed this bark before I got started. A lot more to go. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to keep working this. And just so, again, explain what I'm doing, I'm just going to, here's the spoon bowl. I'm just going to remove a lot of this kind of going up. Then I'll flip it around. Here's the handle. And I'll just chop down so it can kind of go up and up. So that way when you're using it, it's a little bit more comfortable. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to remove most of that. And when that's done, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. And show you where we're at. This is where we are now. Kind of got the profile in there a little bit. So now we're going to use the Tuca cam to start to hollow out the bowl a little bit. And I'm using this thing called a lap vise, and this was on something that I saw on Dave Canterbury's one of his older videos. And it's basically just a board with some holes drilled into it, and you run a string through it, tie a knot, and you just use that to clamp the piece down. And that's how we're going to do that hands-free style. So we'll see how we could do with this today. And we're just going to use, a lot of times I use the shave horse for this, but trying something a little different today. Usually I don't do this with the lap vise, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't draw out the inner bowl. Usually I like to do that. Let me do that really quick on camera, sorry. I also usually like to use a pencil, not this thick marker. Oh man, so unprepared. There we go, pencil. There we go. Do this real quick. Just a guide. Give it some shape. There we go. Nice shape. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right, get started again. Make sure it's nice and tight. Hopefully you guys can see. See here. I don't want to go too deep on it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, go around this template here. And when there's more done, I'll be right back. Just going to keep scooping that out. Be right back, guys. All right, we're back. And I've got my coffee. Can't start a morning without coffee. I forgot all about my coffee. So let me show you where we're at. This is where we are. Did a little bit of hollowing. It's very shallow. I'll probably hollow more out as we go. But I'm going to start with some knife work. I think everybody can see. And we're going to try to do as much of this as we can. Tried to remove as much of this as I could with the axe. Put some tape on my finger here. Okay, so I'm just putting the tape on to provide a little bit of a buffer between the spine of the knife and my thumbs. I do a lot of the push cut. I think it's called a push cut with my thumb. I don't put it on too tight, just enough, and that's still get a little sore, but it prevents for the most part prevents a lot of blisters and hard calluses, I guess. So we're just going to get started. I don't have a starting point. Sometimes I start underneath the bowl, sometimes I start elsewhere. I don't really have a method as far as where I start. I'm just going to follow the outline. That's really it. Nothing too fancy. I'll tell you, the templates for me really help. I'm just kind of tracing out a spoon design, or at least the bowl. And you can always freehand the handles, but the ouch, damn, it's sharp. The spoon bowls are tricky to draw. I'm not an illustrator, and that's okay. That really helps with the overall look of the piece. So when you have a nice template. Cool. So let me just see here. Just trying to see where I want everything to be. Try to get some of these really high spots out of here. This is what takes the longest for me. Oops. Don't usually do these cuts like this. That helps get that upward angle there. So that's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to keep just working this. There's the side profile. It's getting there. We're going to keep working that, and when there's more done, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So this is where we are right now. Getting there. It's pretty good. I'm going to work a little bit on this inside of the bowl here. And hopefully you can see. I don't want to go too deep. They're actually not taking that long to make, which is amazing. Kind of forming that rim there. I'm doing it by eye now, basically. Okay, I like it so far. Looks good. That's what we're going to keep doing. I'm going to keep going around until this is done, and I'll come back when there's more done. All right, be right back, guys. Hopefully you saw my work. I don't know. All right, guys, we're back. So here is the finished spoon. This is really cool. It kind of reminds me of those I don't know, dolphin spoons, I guess, that you would see on Instagram. I wasn't really trying for that, but this thing is really nice. I like it. It's a little different style than what I would normally do. I've been playing around with the thinner handle here to see, it is comfortable. And of course we have, there's a little spine here on the top, and of course we have the spine on the bottom. The shape of it is really cool. I mean, if you look at it that way, it looks pretty decent. Look at it from the front, it looks cool. I'm really happy with this. Whoops. Little two-tone guy. And so there we go. There's a walnut eating spoon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And stay tuned for the next video. All right, see you guys later.